I'll just check and make sure we're good. Just give me 1 sec here.
Yeah.
That way I can check and make sure we're live. All right.
Refresh here. Yeah.
Yep, we're live. We're live.
All right.
Yep. All right. Nice. Sweet.
It is.
Yep, I just got the notification. We're all good now.
Cool.
All right then.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Well,
so should we wait for some people to hop on, or
yeah?
What would you like?
People in here.
All right.
What we got going on?
I'll send the link to a couple of people here.
Yeah.
Get some people in here. All right.
I guess we could start it off. I'll just chat with you for a little bit. What's been working for you?
Well,
like in the summer, I suck. You know me, I suck at summer fishing. So.
Oh yeah, really?
Terrible. Yeah.
I love summer fishing because you can have those days where you can catch 50 to 100 fish, but they're all tiny. So it's Debo's type. It's always Debo's type of year, which is awesome, you know. So yeah. Oh, we got Frank and Daniel.
There we go. We got Frank and Daniel in there. What's up, fellas?
Welcome. And another thing I love about summer is deep fishing and shallow fishing. You can do two of my favorite things of all time, deep and shallow. You can go at both ends. You can catch fish pretty much all day if you want to. If you're smart about it, you can catch fish all day, and it's a ton of fun. You can't really target the big fish as easily as you can in the fall or spring or the winter, but it's still a lot of fun, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I'm a bank fisherman, so I think this year's the most I've been off the bank. I got on the boat 3 times, and then I've been on the kayak twice, so I never really got any.
Nice.
We were fishing shallow all 5 of those times, so I never really got on the deep bite. I honestly can say I probably never thrown anything that dives deeper than like 6 or 7 feet.
Okay. So I have some crankbaits that dive to like 20, 22 feet and around that kind of range, but we really don't have any water. I mean, that's over like 20 feet, really. I mean, like here it's almost like Florida almost. I mean, realistically. So it's pretty shallow for the most part.
But I never example.
Oh yeah. Yes. I love those kind of baits.
I never even thrown it. I just got this one, but I got a couple other these. And this is like
nice.
This is kind of like scary to me. Like 8 to 12. I'm like, where am I gonna use that? But
oh yeah. I mean, like, it also depends on what type of action you're wanting and the sound, especially in the summertime, because sound is a big thing in the summertime, in my opinion. In my personal fishing, that's been a big deal for me. On those more pressured bodies of water, I like more like one knocker or a thud or no sound at all.
I was just going to ask, what kind of sound are you talking about?
Yeah, and then whenever the fish are super aggressive or I want to get a school on like a ledge fired up, something super loud, something super obnoxious, the super wide wobble is what I'm going to want. And then I also like those more bright, loud colors. So like, let me just make sure this is the right one. This is the LC 2.1D. Okay. This is a really nice one by Lucky Craft. This dives to like 12 feet. Really, really nice. But the thing I love about this is it has a wide lip. So it rolls off of the cover instead of bounces off of it. And this is what I like on ledges. So yeah.
Those really good, like, nice. I wouldn't even think about that yet. I haven't even gotten much. I would love to try it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And it's also silent.
Okay.
Soundy. So yeah. But that's a really nice one. I picked up 2 of those today, actually. This is just a more natural pattern, a clear shad, really nice blue iridescence.
That is
one of my favorite colors. But these are the 2 colors I throw in this bait exclusively. Only 2 colors.
Oh, that's it?
Yep, only 2 colors. I mean, they don't sell, like, I think they sell 10, maybe 15 of these colors. I'm not 100% sure, but these 2 are the only 2 I use because that's more or less of a summer crank because it has that wide out wobble. And these are more or less my pressured water crankbaits because they are silent. So, yeah.
So you do use silence in more pressure situations.
Yes, and it also gets bigger bites occasionally. Like, I don't know, it has something to do with like the bait sneaking up on the fish. Like the fish doesn't realize it's there until it gets right up close to it, and then it just hits it out of instinct. I'm not sure if it's that. I don't really know. So just have to mess around with it a little bit more. But do you want to unbox your 6 cent sack? I'm excited to see what's in it.
Oh yeah. I just gave up one of them. I got
that's a really good one. That's for sure. Is that the jank juice color?
Yeah, that's the jank juice.
That's a good one. Oh yeah.
I think it's
sexy. You know, they say bass actually see chartreuse as a bright white. I'm not sure if that's true.
I've heard about that. So that's why I think so. Something like this, would that show up to a bass as black and white then? Because can they see the lavender? I mean, you know, and it's just like a double contrast, and that's why they're like, "What is that?" You know,
I mean, the skunk color is really popular with the old style baits. Like, there's a lot of the old like style baits that actually come in like a black and white striping.
Yeah,
really weird, but they catch fish. I have a buddy of mine that actually thinks that bass see in black and white. So I don't know.
I got a little shout out to my my bait partner, Bay State Baits. 15 gets you 15% off. I don't get any money or anything from it, so it's just $30, save some bread. But
support the small bait makers.
Their shad color is black and white. The paddle tails are in the car, of course, but I'll post a picture on it or something. But that is
nice.
Black and white. But I'll get. Do I have? I think I do have everything in here. We got the. What else we got? We got this like clear water, flat.
Let's see what that is.
75.
Oh yeah, the crush.
Yeah, these things are pretty sweet. I throw almost all the 6 cent stuff.
They just make good stuff. I mean, it's just a fact. I don't think they make something that's bad. Like I don't think they really do. I mean, so that's why there's some stuff that's kind of pointless, but you know,
they do have a bunch of different style cranks, but they're all pretty nice.
At least they put the quality into them. You know, the paint is always awesome.
Paint schemes is crazy. This one,
you
got a little rattle.
Yep, that's my favorite type.
The hooks are stupid. I like it's. I almost get mad at the hooks. I like touch my clothes. I'm like, yo, come on, you guys don't have to make the hooks that sharp.
Oh yeah.
But what else we got here? We got this Dogma top water walker bait. Pretty nice color.
Oh, I have one of those. That is a really nice one. I love it because it has that nice, like, it doesn't have a weight transfer system, but it does have just like a nice little knock in it. It's really cool. It also spits a little bit more water when it walks.
Yes, really it's got the mouth. That's why I'm going to take it out. Yeah, it's got this there you go.
Oh yeah.
Shape.
Here's a fun fact about that blank. So there are, I think, 5 different baits with that exact same body with different scales and different like patterns on the gills. That blank has been reproduced so many times, it's not even funny.
And they just change it ever so slightly.
Yes, they do. It's hilarious. They have the Excite baits.
Name of the game.
They have Monster Bass. They have I forgot which one it is. The Rover.
Okay.
There's a couple others, but it's pretty funny.
I love that you know your baits, bro. That's so cool. That's like some Debo, you know. Debo's on here.
Oh yeah.
I guess they say
like he's got it down.
To call it that, but
oh yeah.
Your bait intelligence, let's call it.
Oh yeah.
Your bait intelligence. With some props, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They got one of the classic OGs, the Crush 50.
Oh nice color. That's always a good one.
Chartreuse.
Just nice wide wobble.
Yeah.
Good deflection.
Can't go wrong with
good
that.
Color.
This is probably one of my most lost baits too. I hate it. And it really hurts my heart when it's 6 cents too. I'll throw.
Yep.
I like the Guggen Banger. We don't get flack for that, but I do like the Guggen Bangers. I'll throw those 3-4 days straight. I tie on a 6 cents crush, 5 casts gone. I swear, it's crazy, but this thing's pretty
All right,
sick.
so here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to do to actually make it so you don't lose this anymore. Okay, act like you don't want to lose the banger, and then the 6 cents one you will not lose that one anymore. I guarantee you it's going to work.
Yeah, I gotta try that.
Just throw that thing in the nasty cover. And also a quick tip for like crankbaits, if you ever fish laydowns or stumps, get a wooden crankbait instead of a plastic crankbait, because that wood's going to float a little bit harder. It's going to float higher, and it's going to allow you to back out of cover quicker, and it's also going to let you to bang into cover and have more action. So, but I mean, this is
scared. That was my biggest thing with the crankbait was I was just so scared. I was like, oh, every time I put something,
got all these treble hooks on it.
Snag. And now I'm grinding it. Like, I feel so good.
Oh yeah, you get it in there.
So I think the last thing I had, there were some 3/0.
The jugular.
3/0 wormset hooks. Yep. Yeah, I gave those to my little brother on Sunday when we went fishing because he needed some worm hooks. It's cool. I love it. He doesn't have anything, so I'm like literally getting him started.
That's awesome.
He's loving it. But then we got the big news. It is.
I know exactly what bait I'm putting that on. Exactly.
I already got it on something, caught a fish on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is the juggle. This thing is a pretty sick color. I don't even. It's like a golden shiner color, and then it's like a.
I think it's like a light itch or something. It's pretty cool.
On the back. Like it's pretty sick though.
Oh yeah, that color just looks like it'll imitate like a bluegill. Shiner.
Exactly. It's just nice.
It's a really good like do it all color. You know, I mean it's like kind of like the electric shad color. It does everything. But hello, Jesse. Welcome.
This is what I caught on already. It's like on a phone now. So I was really excited for this. There it is.
Oh yes.
On the mini max.
So good.
Yeah. Can't beat
wait, that's the mini max?
Yeah, that's the mini max.
Oh, perfect. That is gonna do so good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I already caught a fish on it. Smoked it. Nice. And you want to hear here's the kicker. He jumped twice. Stayed 10 with a and like
that's what I'm talking
about. I'm not trying to blow all the smoke. I know everybody's been gassing it and saying, "Oh, the mini max is amazing." And mini max, they get all of it, and I think that's like the biggest difference right now is they get all of it, and you like pinned.
It's smaller.
Nowhere. So this thing once again, I think that's
awesome.
Match made in heaven right there. I can't wait to get some different colors of the juggle, and imagine when you put that out. What is that? Their bluegill fire they have.
Yep, that's a good one.
What's their
let's see.
They're black and blue. Jesse, what's up?
Yep.
Come on, brother. But yeah, I mean, I think that was a great stack. They're coming out with a spinnerbait as well, too, right?
Yes. And the A-Rig, I already have the A-Rigs on pre-order. They are sick looking. I cannot wait to throw them. I love the hog farmers. You just got to try it all.
I would try it. I love a spinnerbait. It's like my favorite bait of all time. So it's like a giant spinnerbait, no? Essentially.
It is.
So like I'm
I've got a couple of the hog farmers, and then I just got the one that Yum makes in collaboration with Scottsboro, which is actually a really nice rig. If you cut off all the stuff off of it and put on hardware by owner, it actually performs very, very well and it holds up really well too. And it doesn't get bent out whenever you get like 10 or 15 fish on it. But the BFL Flex rig is one of my favorites, just because how it look like it pulses. Yep. They did a collaboration with them.
Yeah, and that was their big thing on that. That was their big thing on that. You just said the pulse. They were big on that.
Oh yeah. I did in fact pick up 2 chatterbaits just recently, just because I lost a few of them. So the spot remover half ounce, wrong one, and then the black and blue 3/8 ounce. So
Nice.
just two generic jackhammers. I mean,
Oh,
they just do it.
cool, I'll show you this. I got a little box of goodies over here too.
Oh boy.
So you ready? I will match your jackhammers with mini maxes.
Oh,
The
the
black
same
and
colors
blue,
too.
as you said, yes sir. And the spot remover, yes sir.
Look at that close up all colors.
That's how I know you're my guy. Yeah, there you go. And the black and blue. I had to grab it for that.
The local tackle shop that I had jackhammers on sale for $10 a piece like a month ago.
What?
I picked up a lot
I've
of
never
them.
seen
A lot.
12, I think.
I know. I don't know. Maybe it was like a price like problem with them, like that they didn't know the real price of it. I don't know. It was a small I got so excited. I just started going, just grabbing it. I got so excited.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. And supporting your local tackle shops is great because, I mean, you support the locals instead of supporting these gigantic companies, which is not bad, but, you know, I like to support these smaller companies.
Just shows them more. And honestly, like, the biggest thing is, like, what a lot of people, I think, fail to realize is the guy that runs your local tackle shop, he fishes where you fish. So, like, if you're having trouble or you don't know where to go or what to do or you need a little tip, you go in there and you be like, hey, what do you catch them on? He's fishing around you. He'll have the conversation with you. Look, I love Tackle Warehouse. I love Carl's. You know, I love Sporting Outfitters. Unless I reach out or email one of their forums or something like that, they're not talking to me. They're not giving me tips or inside information or anything like that. And at the end of the day, are they fishing where I'm fishing? Most of the big tackle companies are down in Texas. So they're down south somewhere. I'm all the way up north. You know, guys don't know nothing about spinning reels. They don't even want to hear it.
Yeah. I have one spinning combo and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bait casting combos. So
I can't say
if that shows anything.
But that was the first thing when that's like the first thing I ever used. It is my go-to. Like if I'm like struggling, I'm like,
you need to catch a fish, just spinning.
Lay down, grab my spinning rod.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Yep. And then this is one of my favorite crankbaits of all time for shallow water fishing. And I mean shallow, like inches of water. This is it. This is the 6 cents finesse, hybrid finesse square bill. Now this is a rounded square bill, so it's not flat-sided. But look at the size of that lip. Super tiny lip. Okay. That thing right there bounces off of cover and runs up cover so well. It is unimaginably crazy. But you can see there's grooves worn in this thing. I mean, I put this thing through the paces. But
and they get all of it, don't they?
Oh yeah, it's tiny and it catches fish. The color is amazing, but you can hear that sound.
I have one knocker. Have you seen that in their natural craw color?
I do like that one a lot.
That's my favorite. I
do not have that color, but I like it.
I have it. It's in my closet right there.
My favorite thing about this bait.
Let me pull a Debo while you talk about that.
The cool thing about this color is it's opaque and it's translucent at the same time. So if the light hits it in the right angle, it's translucent. But if not, it's just opaque. So this bait is acting like a real bait fish because it is translucent like a real bait fish, but sometimes turns opaque like the scales on a bait fish. So whenever the light hits off of it and reflects off of it, it changes colors. So that is one of the best parts about this color. And I have a bunch of baits in this bluegill spawn color. Absolutely amazing color. So if you're trying to imitate a bluegill or some sort of bait fish, this is the color to have. If I would only choose one color for crankbait, this is the one I'm choosing. So yeah. I mean, that's literally the best color I've ever seen in my life for a bluegill. It covers all the bases. It has greens, browns, golds, reds, yellows, purples. It has everything in it, and it's also transparent. So super, super cool bait. Definitely one to look at. And
amazing.
I'm not sure. And I do have two other.
What color was that?
Two bluegill spawn, and it's translucent and opaque at the same time, And if the light hits it right, it turns different colors. So it turns translucent or opaque, and it reflects off of things like with the scales. It does crazy stuff. One of my favorite colors by Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and I did,
no,
in fact.
so I got a couple of.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the curved finesse square bill, right?
Yep, the 55. That's amazing. And they make a deep one that acts almost identically to an original wiggle wart if you tune it right. So, like, I drilled a hole in mine and added a certain amount of BBs inside of it and sealed the hole over. It hunts like crazy.
I got a couple here myself.
Oh, yeah, that's a good color. Is that the backwater gill?
Yeah.
What is that? That's a good one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love this thing. So this is one of the few baits that I've seen. Like, I had a day where I went to one of my lakes. It's a little far, but there's good fish in it, and fully engulfing this lure, like that, like that. You know, like I was like, yo, like I remember pulling the fish up. I was like, wait a minute, where's my bait?
Where's the bait?
Gone. I just, like you said, same praise. You know, I just had really good success with them.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, me personally, I just don't really see fish get like all of a lure. Like, yeah, a jig, you know, like a moving bait. You don't really see them. It's like in the side of the lip. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, like I've had fish like take stuff like this. Like I've had fish take stuff like this and engulf it. Like it's head first. Like it's like
that's insane.
All of that is inside the bass and the head's poking out. Like I've literally had that before. Like I've only had it a couple of times, but
how big is that thing?
It is insane. This is a 9-inch. This is a Kong swim bait that I make, but this is actually when I lost, and I was bank fishing at this certain lake, and I lost this thing, and I hooked it on a stump out in the middle. And the next month, I came out there with the boat, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to test the boat out. I'm going to make sure there's no leaks in the boat. And I go out there, and I'm like, hey, you know what? The water's like 2 feet low. I'm going to see if I can find my bait. And I found it, and I hooked it. And this is the same bait that sat in the water for like a long time. It's crazy. It still has some rust on it, but
yeah, you're making good stuff.
I actually had a 4-pounder. I had a 4-pounder follow at that time when I was on the bank, and I was casting towards that stump to see if I can catch it again, but nothing. Just got hooked.
He's there.
Yep. I just got to come back and see if I can get him again or snag it. Yeah. And I do have 2 other bluegill colored baits that I just picked up. So one of them I tested in the pool the other day. This is the Warlock by Mebro. This is a JDM bait. Amazing grass squarebill. Super, super clear, transparent. Has actually a purple iridescence on the belly. Really, just pretty little.
Yeah, you can barely see that, but that thing is sexy.
Oh, yeah. And you can see that the lip is rounded, so it goes over the cover nicely. It has a pretty wide wobble, surprisingly, for the bait this size, because this is like a 1.3 size, 1.5 size, somewhere around there. But yeah, just a generic looking bait, amazing hooks. That's one of the reasons why I bought this bait. Ow. Because it has amazing hooks in it. But then I did pick up one of the Strike King KVD wake baits. This one right here. And I absolutely love
that color at 1.5.
Oh, yeah. This sound. That sound right there just gets them, especially in the early morning. So,
how do you feel about wake baits? When do you like throw them? Is that like you use it like kind of like a top water thing, or? So
it depends on what type of wake bait. Are you talking about like a bait like this size with a lip on it, or a rat, or are you talking
more
about
like a Frankfield style wake? Like, because I got some of the 6 cent.
Yeah, like I got
swank. The 6 cent wake, and they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Oh, my light just died.
He came up and smoked it. But.
Nice. So what I've been doing recently this summer is really getting into wake bait fishing, and it's almost replaced my top waters. The reason is no one throws it. Okay, so on the pressured bodies of water, on the places that are public, I fish a wake bait instead of a top water walking bait or a spook or a something like a popper or a frog. Sometimes it replaces them. So I like to fish it early morning, late, kind of like later on in the day, like whenever the shadows start getting a little bit longer, or in the morning. Okay, those are my 2 times that I throw the wake bait, and I like to roll it over cover and right next to cover. So if there's a stump, I'm going to roll it like reel it right past the stump and stop it past the stump. So like if it's like 2 or 3 inches away from the stump, and I'm going to pause it. Then I'm going to start it up really, really fast again.
Okay.
But typically, I'm just reeling a nice slow state of retrieve on like a 6.3 to 1 gear ratio reel, and they just smoke it. So, and I love the sound.
Yeah.
The sound is, I'm kind of big into sound, but that's really important to me.
If it works, that's what's working
Yep.
for you. That's it.
Yep. And also higher water. Whenever the water raises a little bit, that's when the wake bite bites like really start to pick up, especially with rats. So,
Okay.
yep, like with the elude rat or the bull rat, higher water, those bastards smoke it for some reason. And I think it's actually because whenever the water rises, the rats kind of start to enter the water because the water rises, floods their burrows. And I think that's why. But
okay,
that's my theory on it anyway.
Okay, that's funny because we just had the water levels go up around here because we got some crazy rain the other day, thunderstorms.
Oh,
I probably
nice.
missed it, but
Yeah, might be able to still catch it if you have like a Spro 40 rat. I mean, that's a pretty small rat. You should be able to get it.
Rats. I gotta grab some rats.
Oh,
Get into the rat.
If you want to get one, the Spro 40 size rat by BBZ, so Big Bill Seminole, he was like one of the OG swim bait guys. He made his own baits, then he started collaborating with Spro, and then he moved over to Fish Lab. So, yeah, that Spro, it's amazing. Just get in some sort of white belly color. Yeah. Yeah. So, you want me to go over some other stuff, or you want to go into your stuff?
What else you got? Where's your? I thought you said you had a little secret for us, a little sneak peek. I'm excited.
So this is from Japan right here, straight from Japan. The owner of this company only makes a few of these every year, and sometimes they make it every 2 or 3 years only. So this is a very exclusive, like super hard to find bait. So this is the Drain Crazy Sumeragi. So this is do you know what a golden arowana is?
No.
Okay, so they're native to the Amazon. I forgot what species they're related to, but they're the coolest looking fish, and I really want to fish for them sometime, but they have them in Florida as well. But you can see, wrong way. That thing, beautiful. It's got the super, super soft fins, amazing hooks. It's got the side fins out the top. It's got the little feelers up here. I did tie this on and try it. I did tie it on and try it. It's a one joint. It says it's a glide bait. This is definitely not a glide bait. And to be honest, for the price of this thing, it is definitely not worth it. This is more like of a collector's item and not a fishing item. So I will be doing a review on it and trying to catch a fish on it, but the action it's just not good. It is no, because they made the joint so tight that it makes it do this weird thing where it goes like this and this and this. So it's really just going out to the side and going belly up, and then going to the other side and going belly up. And it flashes, which is nice. So it lets off a little bit of light because of that flashing on it. But like the action on it,
do you think that's the action they were looking for?
It could be because whenever I burn the bait, whenever I burn it really, really fast over some grass or whatever, it has a really nice action. Like it does this crazy like darting motion. So I think that's what they made it for, is a really burning bait, not a slow moving glide bait. So that could be it. But in my opinion, just because I'm a bait maker and I'm really crazy about this stuff, I would loosen up the joint just a little bit more. But that's just me. I might file down the joint, but
that was my next question. Did you ever tamper with a bait like that and be like, hey, let me see if I can get it to work the way I want it to?
So with like the bull shads, I actually drill holes in 2 of the joints, in 2 of the bodies of the joints, and I actually add an extra weight in each of them. And that actually adds a little bit more weight to it. So it lets it sink a little bit more level, helps it track a little bit better, makes it just a little bit smoother, and you could fish it faster as well. So I drill holes in baits. I throw stuff in them. I fill some of the baits like this. I'll drill a tiny hole in them, fill them with foam to make them float harder. I'll do all kinds of crazy stuff with them. But
my dad's big on stuff like that. He's like, just drill a hole in it. Like spinner blades.
Oh yeah.
So
I've never played with the spinnerbait tuning, but
let me see if I can find this picture for you.
I've never messed with like the spinnerbait blades.
Oh. Can you see that? Yeah.
Oh, is that nail polish?
Yeah.
For the baits?
Yep.
Nice. Wait,
So I went to CVS with
what?
my girl the other day, and I'm like, "Yo, babe, this is a crazy color on a fish." It was like they were like, "That's like an iridescent blue, and that's like
Yeah.
a
Is that like
perfect
the
June
black?
bug." Yeah, it's like a perfect June bug. You can't really see it too
Nice.
well here. I'll send you the picture on Instagram, but like it's like
I would love to
the
see that.
perfect colors. It's so funny. I had to take a
So did you
picture of
buy
it.
them so you can paint your baits like Epic
No,
Air?
but I'm gonna go back and get them. 110%.
You
I'm
need to
gonna
go do that. Because you should see some of the stuff he does. It's crazy with just nail polish. He has like 10 of every color he has. It's crazy. But,
yeah. So that's exactly what I thought about. I was like, yo, you can definitely do some
oh
things
yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm sure it feels weird to walk in there and say, "Hey, could I buy like 10 of this color nail polish to paint my
Yeah.
baits?"
I was like,
And you
yeah,
kind of explain them,
I
I'm
need one of
sure. Yeah. You're like, all right, here, bring the semi truck over here. I just want to fill the whole thing. Just grab everyone, you know.
Yeah. I went into straight bait maker mode because there's like a flat red, then there was like a
Uh-huh.
red with glitter, then there was like red with white glitter. I was like, ooh, let's go.
You're kind of making me want to go there and just pick up a bunch of stuff. Oh,
Go to
that'd
CVS.
be fun.
The
Yeah.
guy at the counter is gonna look at you a little weird, but
Yeah.
so,
Oh, yeah. So,
that's fine.
you want me to keep going? I've got a few more baits here. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure if
Keep
you
it
want me
going,
to
bro.
keep
Let
on
me
going.
go.
So,
I want to see.
next up is another JDM. I'm not sure if this is my last JDM, but this is the Doe Live Beaver by OSP. Really sick bait. So I do not know what color this is because it's in Japanese, but I think this is Esmo Black. I think that's what it is. But it's basically a black and blue with like a brown cinnamon on the bottom.
I love brown.
The coolest thing about this bait is, all right, so you know how craws, they have their feet that kick, like the Rage Craw, the Kraken
Yeah.
Craw, all those different ones. This one's feet, you can see they're kind of curved there. And they don't have any flanges on. They're massive. They're super heavy. The bait is filled with salt. I mean, this thing weighs a lot. This weighs probably half an ounce, maybe a little bit more than that. And those claws, they move like this. They do a crazy, exaggerated waving motion. I'm going to see if I can do it, but they basically do this little motion in the air. So if you swim this thing, they're going to do this crazy thing. They both move at the same time. And if you pop it, the claws will stop and they'll move out to the sides like that and then come back together. So it looks like a crawfish is doing this and then going back to swimming. Really, really crazy.
Wow.
But cool. I've got these for swim jigs and just regular jigs. So amazing bait. This is my third pack of these, and these are the 4-inch. I definitely want to grab some of the bigger 7-inch ones because I think that would be killer on like a big beast hook.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really cool.
You love big baits.
I do.
I'm so scared.
I got into the big baits. I got into big baits like 2 years ago, and I was just like, I just went with it, and it's all downhill from there. I was like, I spend my money on the big baits instead of the little stuff.
I'm going the other way. I'm getting like
You're just going down, and I'm going up.
Yeah.
So here's a small bait for you. Here's the baby goat by Z-Man. Did you get any of these yet?
No, I bet that'd be a great Minimax trailer though.
Oh, I bet so. This is the what is this? The deal? Yeah, the deal.
Yep.
I got these for chatterbaits and swim jigs. Just a really nice tray. It's basically a regimented scrub. Let's be honest. Yep. Knockoff city. But the best part is they have that elastomer silicone type plastic, so they hold up forever. So just a very, very good trailer. Because I go through a lot of Rage Menace scrubs, and I wanted to try something that'll last a little bit longer, save me a little bit of money. Yep. So
that's always going to piggyback. So I was teaching my little brother to kind of get into Z-Mans because he's not like feels into it yet. So I'm like, okay, so before you go spending all your money, buy something that'll last and that'll catch you a bunch of fish on it. And you don't have to worry about it. But
it's definitely good. Yeah. Z-Man is such a good company as far as their baits that they make. They just good quality stuff. Not the most innovative. Not the most innovative, but they make good stuff.
I guess other than like the best innovation in like the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
But
the chatterbait, yes, but
other than that, I hear you. But
yeah. And the Hellraiser, that's pretty interesting. But I'll have to see how good the hookup ratio is on that.
Yeah. Everywhere I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get at everybody. I don't understand why everyone's dogging it and they haven't used it yet. Everyone's like, oh, I
Yeah,
bet
that
this
is
is
true.
horrible. I'm like,
It just looks crazy though, you know.
yeah, give it a shot.
That's why.
Give it a shot.
It looks pretty similar to the musky baits though, like some of those bigger musky baits in like
Yeah.
Canada those guys use. It looks pretty similar to something they would use. And I think it's
Princeton
because
had a
some
bunch of
people
those.
don't know what innovation looks like. Because sometimes whenever a company is making these baits, they're thinking, all right, like take Nishini for instance, JDM brand. The guy like it took 10 years to make this one bait, and
Yep.
it's just amazing bait. He finds a problem and he makes a solution for it. And a lot of the time, he'll find multiple problems and make a solution for it in one bait or one technique, and he'll invent something new. It'll take 10 years to perfect one bait, just one bait. He took
Yeah.
so much time into it, but I think people just don't understand sometimes how the innovation is going to look like because let's be honest here, the Ned rig, who thought that was going to be one of the best selling baits on planet
Yep.
Earth?
I feel like
They
everything when it first comes out, you're gonna say, "Oh my god, that's the stupidest thing in the world." Look at the
exactly,
waffle.
exactly.
I still get,
Yeah.
I still get the look now. I go to the lake and I'm throwing a waffle
Yes.
flopper next to somebody, and the guy next to me is like
Plop, 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 plop.
looking at me like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Okay, buddy, watch this thing get smoked."
Yeah. I think that's just something people have to get used to as far as bait innovation goes. And especially with like the voting people at ICAST, like I personally don't think that the Chatterbait trailer and the Chatterbait that Berkeley came out with, I don't think those should have gotten best of show. I could have seen plenty of other baits that should have gotten
Yeah.
that. But
Well, they know what they
that's
were
that's
doing. That was more marketing,
them.
if you ask
It
me.
was. And
You
they
know,
kind
so,
of pay for some of that stuff too. Because Pure
yeah.
Fishing has this massive marketing team and
No
it's
knock on the slobber
really
knocker. I
crazy.
think it's going to be amazing. I'm definitely going to go get some. But
Yes,
I
me
hear
too.
your point at the same time. I think that
It's
they
just
literally
another
showed it to
chatterbait.
us 2 weeks before ICAST. So
Yeah.
they didn't reveal anything at ICAST. They just said, "Hey, here's all our colorways."
Yeah.
So which
Yeah.
they're all great. Like I said, no knock on
Yep.
it. I'm gonna go get them. I'm a
Yep.
fanboy. I'm gonna be first in line. But like you said, they just paid for some advertising over some other
Yeah.
companies. Like you said, there were probably some better and more innovative things, but they
Yep.
just didn't have the funding to pay for the same advertising.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Like, when you get into big swim baits, I'm pretty sure you will. Whenever you're fishing next to the guy and you're throwing something like this and you hear a giant splash, and people think it's like an alligator hitting the water. And the guy looks at you and he's like, "What are you catching with that? A shark?" And I go, "Whack, 4-pounder." And he's like, "Now what bait was that again?" And
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
it's the best.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just
Oh, so
it's just how
I
you
got a
use,
quick little
you
good
know.
fishing story. So I remember one
Okay.
time I went down to the lake and that guy was like, this is an older gentleman. And I just got there and I walked past him and I said, "Hey, you catching anything?" Regular fisherman talk. And he just looks back at me and gives me like the old man, like, so I'm like, okay. So I walked down the bank, fish. I didn't catch anything. I came back and I was like, "Any luck yet?" He turns around and gives it to me again. I'm like, "All right, buddy." Dang. Like, all right, I'll leave you alone. So I go down the bank like 20 yards. Like, he could still see me. Like, I was within like the end of my casting range where I probably could have landed a bait like real close to him. But, I was respectful. I was casting the other way. And I caught like a little, like a dink. Nothing big.
Yeah.
Celebrated like Tiger Woods because he wasn't catching anything. Yeah, buddy. I saw him look over and he was so mad. I was like, "Yeah, that's what you get for being that guy." I just said hi.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Just happens sometimes, And who knows, he could have been fishing out there for all night and then
That's what I was
not caught
thinking. I was
anything.
like, "Dang, this guy's out here all day and he probably didn't catch anything."
Yeah. So have you got to try these Scottsboro swim baits yet? Have you got to try those?
I know it's really good.
They are amazing. Walmart actually sells them. They're like $5 a pack. Super great deal. Walmart, I know, right? But so Scottsboro Tackle. So I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with them, but I think they're based out of Alabama. I think.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but they made big swim baits. They made the soft ones. I believe they made some hard ones as well. I'm not sure if they're available on Tackle Warehouse or not, but basically they teamed up with Yum to bring their baits to a more widespread area. So they came in 4 different sizes: 3 inches, 3.5 inches, 4 inches, and 4.5 inches. And it's an exact replica of the Scottsboro swim bait. And it has the exact same action. It's a little bit like, it's not as durable, but it still has the same action. And amazing colors. What color is this? This is Silver Flash. This is Rainbow Shad. That's the 3-inch.
And you said they sell them at Walmart?
They do, and they sell all the colors and most of the sizes. That's Bluegill Flash.
I'm about to take a ride, my boy.
Oh yeah.
Walmart's open 24 hours here in New York. I think they do that in other places, right?
I tell you what, you carry your phone to Walmart, we'll go shopping.
Right? No, we should do that. I'm down.
That'd be cool. Like,
right?
Do a live Bass Pro Shops next year.
A live Walmart shop.
Oh yeah. What I want to do next year
at ICAST. Honestly, we do. You go shopping, spend 50. I go shopping, spend 50 live, and then send it to each other. Catch them.
That's awesome. We need to do that. We definitely need to do that.
That's a good idea.
We just got to be okay. And if there's anybody YouTubers listening, don't use that idea.
Right.
Keep it. So I like 3-inch on an Okashira head, Okashira screw head by Mega Bass. Reason being is because, do you want me to get that head? I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with it. It's a specialty head.
Whatever, if you want to. If it's close.
So, let's see here. Oh, you know what? I might have used my last one. Well, that's wonderful. I used my last one. I don't have any more. Time for Tackle Warehouse order, I guess.
Yeah.
So basically, it's this head with a blade on it. Okay. So.
Oh, is that the blade behind the head that spins?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I know,
yes.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
So I thread this bait on Okashira screw head by Mega Bass.
Okay.
Yes. So it doesn't work as extremely well with other swim baits, but the reason I like the Okashira screw head with this swim bait is because the tail has a tighter action and it allows the bait to do this in the water right here. So the bait actually rolls like that in the water. I'm not exaggerating it. It literally does that in the water.
I think
because the blade adds turbulence and it makes the swim bait do that kind of weird like little thing with a little bit of a tail kick. Amazing cold water, amazing in warm water, really great all year round finesse swim bait. And this is literally my go-to finesse combo basically. And the only problem is it's not very like weedless. So amazing bait though. So that's this. The 3-inch is the only thing I throw on that head. And the Scottsboro. So, and then I have these bigger sizes for my regular swim bait heads and for some of my like spinner baits. So like the Beeble, like with the Beeble, this little guy right here, this is the one I throw.
Nice.
That's the little 3.5-inch. So, yep. That's where I like to use these swim baits. Super amazing. I just picked up a few extra packs of them.
Those things are dope.
Yeah. 2 more baits and that's it. That's all I've got. So this one right here is a Nico bait. Anybody heard of Nico before? Have you?
The Nico rig? Or the Nico brand?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So they're also from Japan, but they've started moving a lot of their stuff into the US. So this is the Winnow 95 and 3.75-inch. So it's basically a little paddle tail. Okay. Same action as Kitech. Made of that stretchy stuff. It's also biodegradable. So if the fish eats this and they pull it off your hook and they get it into their stomach, it's going to degrade. So it's going to be completely safe for the environment. I can put this in my mouth right now if I wanted to, and I could probably swallow it and not get sick. Okay. That's what they claim. I'm not going to do it because that's really innovative though, because you can, You
Come on,
can
bro. We'll get 100 views.
We're gonna go viral then. But that's really innovative. So green pumpkin color, just a good color. I got these for my swim jigs. Just a really neat bait. That's something different. Like they actually put some thought into these. So
that's good that it's
and I like the
environmental
patterns.
friendly. I like that. I do
Yeah.
like that.
And they also put a little spot right there so you can put your little what are they called? Nico weights. So you can act it as ballast. So if you want to put it in just a regular EWG hook, you slide that thing in there. You do have to heat it up a little bit to actually get it in there or get a hook on it, which is the problem because these are more durable and more stiff than Z-Man, but they last way longer. So amazing baits.
Man, that sounds all right to me.
They do. It's crazy. But don't put them in with the rest of your soft plastics though, because they're still made of silicone. So the silicone is just going to mess it up. And the last bait is one of my all-time favorite swim baits. This little guy right here, little 4-inch swing impact. You can get these at Walmart as well. These are overlooked by a long shot. So the electric shad color.
I've never thrown a Kitech. I know it might be a
really
sin.
Wow. I mean,
but the reason I don't throw them is because I've heard the durability.
Yes, so the durability is pretty
cool. My thing is like I just go with like a reaction innovations or something like that.
Yeah, or like a Rage Swimmer or whatever. I mean, a Rage Swimmer is basically identical. Same with the Winnow. It's pretty much the same action, but these are the swing impact and not the fat impact. Okay, the fat impact is a larger body. So these have a skinnier body, thinner tail, less action. These I use on my spinner baits and chatter baits. There's a reason for that because it has less drag, so it doesn't do anything weird to your chatter bait. Still adds action. You can also rip off the tail, act it as a fluke if you wanted to. But my favorite thing to do is add it on a spinner bait. And this is a Finesse Double Willow in the mouse rat color by Z-Man. Amazing spinner bait. One of my favorite all-time Finesse spinner baits. So great combo right there. Yeah. But I mean, this is a one fish wonder. This only lasts one fish though. But amazing baits. They're like $4 at Walmart for a pack of 8 of them. So I think it's a pretty good deal. I mean, if the Guggen ones are like I think they come in like a 9-pack, and you get so there's if the same size in the Guggen or the same like type of bait as a Guggen would be $6, and you'd get 9 in a pack. So you're getting more for your money for these ones. So
nice. Frank's got not Frank. Frank's in here. What's up, Frank? But Mike Vogel, my boy, excited for the 6 cents whale, the new sizes.
Oh yeah. I did not have a chance to check those out. What sizes are they?
So
I think Fabian showed them, didn't he?
Down. Hold on, let me see.
Whales.
I think they went down because I got the bigger whales. Never caught anything.
Yeah, the 4.5.
They look amazing.
Okay. They do have smaller sizes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they went down. Yeah, here we go. It's the last thing on my thing. Yes, they went to 3.5 and 3-inch.
So why did they go down in size when they already have the Divine swim bait? Is there a reason for that? Is it just a bigger body?
I just think it's different. It's like, the body's different. 110% the body's different. Yeah, I have whales. I have some whales. I don't think they're really grabbing distance.
I mean, it looks like there's fins on it, so it's a little bit more realistic.
Yeah,
so if I
it's like it's more of like a just straight swim bait. Like I didn't throw this on my head or anything. I just used a screw lock, belly weight, and threw it straight, and it has that nice like steady rock
wiggle
to it. It looks so good though. It really does.
Oh yeah.
But that was the 4.5s. They came out with the 4.5s first. So that was like my first like swim bait that I threw. I got the baby bluegill.
Oh, that clear water rose color looks good. It's like a purple iridescence. Oh man. Really, I really need to stop looking at tackle.
No.
Now I'm going to start buying tackle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's the worst.
The addiction is real. I mean, it really is.
It's terrible. I've been out of work, so I haven't really gone crazy. I haven't gotten anything for a while. But
you might get some more tonight. Have you seen the Cage's Customs, though?
That's it. I might be at Walmart. I'm going to leave that.
Have you checked out Casey's Customs on the 6 Cents website?
No.
You haven't? Okay. So Casey owns 6 Cents, and
Oh
he
yeah, I know
is the guy
that.
that does all the painting. He does all the painting, but he started custom painting crankbaits, like one-offs. Like there's only one of these in the world. They come with a certificate. These things are going for like $200. It's crazy. So if you
I'm
go to
I'm
the
looking
6
at it
Cents
right now.
website, yeah, the draw, one of them went for
Wow, this one's
$230.
$41 right now. Current bid
Yeah,
$41 for a Crush 50S Party Grass.
yeah, but the colors are so good. Yeah, they're really, really
That's
nice.
nuts. I mean, it
Yeah,
looks sick.
yep.
I'm not
I
paying
just wish I
$40 for it. I don't know if you can't really see it too well.
yeah,
It's a gold. That's sick, but
that's a good color. But here's the thing: are you going to lose it and fish it, or are you going to keep it and just
yeah,
keep it in a case? Because these come with like a certificate. They're like supposedly going to be collector's items or whatever. But
yeah, there's
yeah,
a Trace going for 110, a
yep.
C9 or C6 going for live Justin Royal special, $75.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
There's another
I would.
Trace going for 126, and the draw is going for 160. Woo! That's nice.
I like. I definitely want to get my hands on a draw. That's definitely an interesting one because Milligan designed that thing. So I definitely like. He's an amazing swim bait fisherman. So I definitely want to check it
And
out and
Mike
see
answered our question
if it's
too.
worth $70.
Mike answered your
Okay,
question about the whale.
North Thumb.
Yeah,
Okay. Hmm.
they're nice. They got a great.
So like that's a more warm water swim bait. And your divine swim bait's more cold water, like a rig situation. Then
Yeah.
Frank just had this. This Brenda's not committed to entertaining strangers on the internet. If he was, he would definitely eat the bait.
Right?
Oh man! I tell you what, I'll ship you one. I'll have one next live stream. We both eat them.
Well, let's do it. Testing
Oh
the
man.
biodegradable.
Yeah, I think they are overpriced, Mike.
Yeah,
I
Mike.
think they definitely are
That's tough.
because I really wish I could buy a bunch of these 6 Cents blanks and just use those and paint them myself because
Yes.
they have some colors that I would like them to make, but they don't make them. So, and just to mess around with them because they're really nice looking general blanks. So,
Oh, speaking of blanks, are you getting the grass jig from New Dual the new grass jig?
I actually don't do jigs. I don't
Oh, you
actually
don't do
make
jigs?
jigs. Yeah. So I do everything except for jigs. So
Okay.
that's one more thing I don't want to mess with.
So where I was going with that was I need somebody to make me those jigs.
Well,
I didn't do anything. So.
I may have a couple of people that I know. So I've got Kuda might help you. I'm not sure. He
Yeah.
gives away a bunch of stuff. So you might
Yeah,
have to
I
ask
have
him.
to buy that Cuda.
Yeah.
Because I just, ever since I saw it, I think it was on their
It looks really good.
profile, and they did that matte black with those green eyes. I was like, oh my God. Look at that. Gramps
You
made
need
something.
to have it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I bet you.
Gramps just posted.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the lab.
I bet you he can get you some.
He's in the lab. But,
Those new colors for the powder paints are nice, though. I want to see if those powder paints you can actually mix those with like a clear airbrush color and spray those because those are really nice colors, like really nice. Like I like buy the automotive colors and use those, but that looks like a 6 Cents. It is so nice looking.
like, oh man, I'll literally buy 100 of those heads
color
and just
awesome.
I'll learn how to tie my own jigs for that.
Oh yeah,
that is just like, oh,
that is awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah.
Oh, you just went dark, buddy.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I still hear you.
Oh shoot, my camera battery just died. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah. We can hear you good though, so you're all right.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Jesse, I agree. At the end of the day, it is a blank. He's just painting it, like, I don't know. It's really cool, but $70, $45 for a crankbait. Like I said too, The Crush 50X is probably one of my most lost moves. I think I probably lost more Crush 50Xs grinding them on the bottom because I'm fishing from the bank than anything else. So,
all right, I've got to unplug my camera here. Give me one
yeah,
second.
you're okay. But even the look, I love everybody. Love all the bait makers. I have no disrespect. I think they all should get the money that they deserve for making the great baits that they make, Brandon included. But I'm always going to shop for sale. You know.
Yeah.
So like even this my 6 cents baits, you know, I get sacked because it's a discount, it's a sale. You know.
And the like limited baits that you can't get until like another month or two.
Yeah, cool. Exactly. Yep. Which actually, with the juggle, I was a little upset. So my first juggle, I actually broke one off.
Oh, really?
Excuse me. I actually ripped one in half because the first when I was throwing that mini max the other day, I got caught on someone else's fishing line.
Oh, man.
I was like trying to pop it out, pop it off, and it cut my trailer in half, and I had to take it. First one, I got like 3 casts in, and it broke, and I was like, they're not even out yet. I can't even buy them or replace them. But yeah, I only got like 4 left, plus the one that's on. But do I got anything left to show off? Oh yeah,
I think I got the camera working now.
Yeah, you're all right. Take your time, brother. I got some things. These are some things I've been picked up, but they just been sitting in the closet. There he is. Just some. I got some more generic stuff, but these.
Oh,
Rudd was talking about these.
Yes, so, I love those. Those are cool looking.
Yeah, and you know these tails.
Like, oh yeah.
It almost feels like a chatterbait, like you're reeling in a chatterbait.
It's really that hard.
It's almost equivalent to like the Mini Max. You can feel it. I was like, what? Like, I honestly, I thought something was wrong. I was like, what is that? Is there something like? And I reeled it in real quick, and I'm like, there's nothing on it. What's going on? I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, they're kicking that hard. I got them in watermelon red.
What's that?
And then that's what's that? The 5.75. And then these here are 6.75. They're a lot thicker.
Oh yeah, those look good.
These are some big boys.
Yeah. June bug.
June bug, yeah. I got.
Yeah.
So,
I have I maybe have 10 packs of baits that are in watermelon or green pumpkin. That's it.
Yeah.
The rest of them are dark colors. Because down here we have much stained water. We really don't have much clear water. So
okay.
I
do get some clear water.
Yeah.
They're too clear though.
Yeah. I think that's all I have. Yeah.
I think the last thing I got to show.
Oh, you know, I do have a sneak peek of my next bait video I have coming out on my channel. If you guys would like to go check that out, but
here we go.
All right. I'm gonna see, can anybody guess this? I'm gonna put it up really fast.
One more time, I had a comment up. Go ahead. Okay. You gotta give us one more quick. No idea. It was a white flash.
You able to see that? Anybody guess that? I'd like to see. Anybody with super, super good eyes can guess that.
I'm just gonna show it. Maybe some type of swim bait.
Spider. I'm making a spider lure. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make 2 of them. And I'm gonna send them one to Dizzle and one to Devo.
Yeah.
And the one I'm sending to Dizzle, I'm gonna tie hair, like the feathers that they put on jigs, and I'm gonna put that on there, and I'm gonna put it in a clamshell. I'm gonna send that to him. He's gonna hate that. And he's gonna.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get blocked.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I already talked to Debo about it, and he was like, "Yes, let's do it." Yeah, but I'm gonna make a video making that on my channel. It's gonna be wood. The body's gonna be wood. Then I'm gonna mold some silicone legs, and it's gonna have that nice little wiggle. And the legs are gonna be made out of silicone instead of rubber or urethane. So they're going to be super stretchy, basically like a Z-Man product. So they're going to be much more durable than a Lunker Hunt one. It's going to have treble hooks on the bottom, so you can kind of twitch it. It's going to have a better hookup ratio, more durability. It's going to be pretty looking too. So
Okay.
I'm improving on the longer one.
4 of those. Send one my way.
Hey, you just let me know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have any questions? It's like
Mike,
I'd like to see if we have
line
anything.
twist. Are you talking about the spider? What are you talking about, Mike?
What kind of bait are you talking about? Let's see. Was there any other baits that we talked about like that?
There's a lot of people in here that get hung up for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the worst, bro. I hate when people do that. Like you gotta try to do your best. Like,
look, the trees too.
It happened to me. I mean, look, it happens to everyone. I had 50-pound braid. I cast into it. I frog into a tree while we were on the boat, and it was just like there was like 3 feet of water, and then there's like a tree line, and then I was casting behind the tree line, so there was no chance we were getting out of there. And you know, I forced it, and unfortunately, it snapped halfway through. Like there was a nick in the line or something. Like it happens, but you got to do your best job to like I go. It's look, I love New York, but everybody knows New York can get trashy at times. Like I'll go to a lake and not like a ball the size of my fist.
Oh yeah, with line.
I'm like,
you just got to throw it in your backpack as much as you can. And actually, striking, if you send it, like if you buy striking line, it comes in the package. It'll give you a letter, and you can put your line into it, and it'll send it back, and they can reuse it for new line.
Jesse, I could have sworn that's where all the tanks were.
That's hilarious. I mean, like, you should get it like I'm not 100% sure if this is the right name, but I believe they call them plug knockers. I have one. It's basically this thing that you hook onto your line and you send it down into the water, or you send it up a tree if you can, and it hits your bait. And they're like a pound, maybe a couple ounces. You throw that thing and you have rope tied to it, and it's able to knock your bait down. I use that for bigger baits because they have more of a wide nose and it helps hit the bait a little bit harder. It actually works. I've saved a lot of money doing that.
A couple people using those. I definitely got to try one of those.
Yep. Yeah. Jeff from the Hookup Tackle, he uses those all the time, and I believe they're like $30, so they're really, really well priced.
Yeah, and it's definitely worth it. I mean,
it is.
If it takes one jackhammer, I'm good.
Oh yeah,
I'm good with that. You know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you save $100 swim bait, something like that, it's really going to help you out a lot. You know, it'll pay for yourself sometimes in one bait, which is nice. But I mean, jackhammers, save those things. You know, I need to send one to Jeff and Paul. They would love that. They would be like, "Oh, you can finally save 10 million jackhammers that we lose."
Honestly, I lose more like elites than I lose jackhammers. Maybe it's because of how I fish them.
Yeah.
Because I like elites, I'm like, oh yeah.
Anyway, throw this thing wherever.
Yeah, I'm throwing it wherever. I'm like, oh, it's $5. So, sorry. It'll be all right. But like a jackhammer, I'm a little more conservative.
Yeah, you can buy 3 elites with 1 jackhammer.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you don't get that instant thump as soon as you turn that handle, though. That's the only problem.
You have to pop it. You do have to pop it. I don't like that. Yep. I got one last thing, I think. Is it one last? I got 2 things, actually. Something's up your alley a little bit.
Oh, yes. I have some of those.
Invaders.
Nice. Yes.
So I got the 90s first.
Okay, those are good. I like the little ones, but those bigger sizes are mine.
It's a pain to rig them. It's really a pain to rig the 90s. So I was like, oh, let me get these. And then
the big ones work. Oh, yes.
I got 30s. These you can, I feel like, I mean, these are actually a way bigger. I'm scared of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I got them in the mail and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with this?
Don't be scared of them. Just don't. just put it on like a beast hook or one of the like what I do is I put nail weights in the belly and I put some like pool noodle foam in the top and squish it in there. And you can put mended over the top, but I don't even mess with that. And then I put my EWG in it. Works perfectly fine. It runs true. You can do it fast. You can kill it.
Put a belly weight in it?
What?
Belly weighted hook in it, you said?
So like an EWG on the side, and then you put like a big nail weight, like an 1/8 ounce or a 16th ounce nail weight in the belly. You have to place it perfectly in center though, just to make sure
Like,
it
so
runs
you
through.
fish it kind of how Greg Blanchard fishes it. Did you
Yeah.
see his video where he's skipping it
Yep.
under the squeeze? That's
Yeah.
what made. That's why I was like, yo, that.
Oh yeah. I
That's
love
what I
skipping.
feel.
Skipping is so much
Yeah.
fun.
I don't know. I'm not like great at it, but I
Yeah.
could figure it out.
Yeah. It works a lot better from the boat than the bank because you
Oh
can
yeah.
actually get the angle in and you're above the water, so it gets you a little bit more momentum. You can actually target your cast a little better. But I don't really use skipping too often, like when you're on the bank, because there's no cover too much.
Yeah.
As far as like you can't skip towards yourself, you know.
Exactly.
You can't cast towards yourself.
That you skip too. It's more just kind of casting parallel.
Yep. Yeah.
Sides. And then the last thing we got to show hybrid hunters. So.
Oh yes, those are nice.
Yeah. Apparently, so I haven't. Obviously, it's still in the box. Haven't thrown it yet. Apparently, they come through grass. Really good.
Yes, they do. They do come through grass pretty darn good.
Everyone says it's a no-no with crankbaits, but have you fished them?
I have fished those. I've fished those ones, and I've also fished was the striking or the 6 cent, the swank.
The swank. So my question is, what type of grass does it come from? That's my question.
I don't know the actual name of it, but it's kind of like a string grass almost. It's
whoa, look at that. Hey, Brandon, we made it.
Who's that? Oh, hey Jim. What's going on? What is going on?
We're good. I'm satisfied now. We made it.
We've made it. Now we just need the bots to start coming in. That way that's when we know you really made it.
That's very true.
Yeah.
What's up, TJ?
Oh yeah.
But
the Geek Rack Bellows Gill is a good one. I like that one on a free rig. That's a really, really nice one. Yeah. The swimming one is really nice, though. I got my hands on one of those to test it.
Okay.
Amazing bait.
I've heard nothing but good things about those.
It is the one with the tail that kicks. Awesome bait. So
it's like a paddle tail, right?
Yeah. It is a paddle tail on the Geek Rack Bellows Gill. It's really
I just saw it like a couple days ago. I was like, oh, is it still? It's hard to get those.
Yeah, I got mine before they released it. And I only got 2 of them, so it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, fishing's been tough for me, TJ.
It's been pretty good for me. Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of nights, good frogfish, and in the daytime, it's all about the big cranks.
Take it easy.
Yes. I tell you what, where's my metanium? Where's my metanium? Really? Oh, right. I sent my metanium to Jermaine. So Jermaine, you can give it away right now for you. That way I can.
Yeah. It's right here.
Oh, yeah. Wherever you go, TJ, and Debo, Gasky, you guys, wherever you go, there's always a metanium giveaway waiting.
One day.
Yeah. Your odds are better, Mike. Definitely. Yeah, I've been fishing a lot of this big stuff, TJ, a lot of the bigger stuff. I like this, especially in the summertime, like in the big glide baits, big swim baits, top waters. I've really been, to be honest, I haven't been fishing anything like that's super, super small. Mostly just the bigger stuff and some cranks and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I've been straight junk fishing.
Yeah, just changing every 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
yeah, that's
straight junk fishing for me.
But if you're able to grind it out, yeah.
And you know what's some of it might be my fault. I've been lazy this summer. I haven't gotten up early. I get out like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. DJ said, "What is that thing? 17 ounces."
No, this is. What else? This is 8 ounces. 8 ounces. 9 inches. 8 ounces.
What are you throwing
on? I have a couple of swim bait combos. So I have 3 combos. I have one for my glide baits, my mid-sized glide baits, really. Then I have one for my bigger hard baits, and then I have one for my soft baits. So the Dobbins 806 is like my go-to for pretty much everything. But as far as like the smaller glide baits, Okuma actually makes a really nice one. So it's the Guide Select. I forgot exactly what action that is. I believe it's the 8-foot heavy. but it has a moderate action as well. So yeah, when the shads start spawning, you better be up at 5 o'clock though. That's the only thing when shads spawn, bright and early in the morning.
So Mike. Yeah, it's the first one, Mike. So
we've got a lot of people in here.
Carol,
awesome.
Up, Carol?
Michael, Carol Ferg, hey.
That's it.
This is awesome.
Mike said he's having some trouble down there in Iowa. Slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still slow. Mike, are you on the bank or are you on the boat? You got you on the water? You on the boat or kayak? Yeah, it's been.
How's fishing, Carol? I haven't seen you in a while. I mean, except for a few lives, but yeah. They had a fun live yesterday, though. That was fun.
Jesse, I hear you. It's rough during the day, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Super hot out in the humidity.
It's not easy, though.
Oh, yeah.
I love the tactical bassing, but they make me feel so stupid. He's like, yeah, you can fish all day. It's nice and easy. They're so predictable. Here I am midday sweating my brains out. Ain't catching nothing. God bless it, Matt Allen.
Well, here's the thing that they have. They have a boat, so they're able to drive for a couple of minutes and get them cooled off a little bit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the heat, you just got to keep on going through it, you know? I like to get up a little bit early in the morning and then just go. And then go as long as I can, eat lunch, go again till I got to go, you know?
That's it. I hear that.
Yeah.
I never bail, and I bailed a couple times the other day. Like last week.
Really?
Last week was crazy. I think it was like 100 for 3 days, humidity like 60%. I was like, I'm good.
You're done.
I'll play some video games tonight. You know, I was like, I can't. And then I just got back to work too. So.
Oh yeah. How's your leg doing? Is it doing any better and everything?
I'm like 70%. I can't run yet. So
yeah.
It's still
at least you can walk, you know.
My boss made fun of me today, so I turned the corner. And like I don't know why, but I just like jog when I like move because I just like to do things quick. I obviously forgot, and I was just being regular Jermaine. I turned the corner and I just went to go, and I was like, oh. And he watched my leg give out, and just like,
oh man.
I'm like, thanks. It's all right. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I can walk again. So Doc said I can't hurt myself anymore. So I'm good. Thank the Lord.
That's awesome. That's really good.
It was a rough 3 months, but
you made it through.
So,
yeah.
Mike said he's tied to the bank. Yeah, me too for now. My injury sent me back too. I was supposed to get a kayak from a cool guy I know. He's actually he's a professional kayak angler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What kind of kayak are you going to get? Or like, are you going to get kayak or a boat? What are you thinking of?
I forgot the name of it, but it's a fishing kayak. I have a picture. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
Because I have like an old boat that I converted to a bass boat, and it's a lot of work, but it's so much fun once you get it right. Yeah. There's a leak in it, a big 1-inch hole. It was opening up like a geyser in my boat. That was that's actually the time I saved my bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. I got pics of it. Here we go. So without the gear on it.
Oh, that looks nice.
I forgot the name of it.
Is that an Old Town?
I don't think
a Jackson or a Ascend.
Let me see.
It looks like one of the Old Town colors. Is it just paddle or is it pedal?
It's
or electric? Okay, yeah.
I can stand in it.
Yep.
It's an Attack. ATAK. Yeah, Attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I was supposed to get that 3-4 months ago.
Oh.
And then I got hurt. So that put a big damper on that. So I couldn't. Yeah. Then I only had insurance coming in just enough to pay the bills. So it was like,
yeah.
Well, let's not pay rent, or I can go get a kayak. So
I'm choosing kayak, and I'm putting a tent on the kayak.
Well, if I catch enough fish, I can still eat. So it's warm out right now.
But, you just cook them on the hood of your truck. It's fine. Just throw
right. That's it. Yeah. But had to wait a little bit
Yeah.
for that. I mean, he's supposed to hold on to it for me, so we'll see.
Nice. Well, hopefully you'll get it
cars.
soon.
I got to sell a few cars, and hopefully everything will come together.
See, I'm too scared to use a kayak here with the gators. I'm just too scared to use it. It's a boat or boat. That's it. Boat or bank.
Right. Go somewhere with your Canadian talk, man. 38 degrees Celsius. I don't even know what that is, man. Degrees, man. I know America is the only one that uses it. What is this Celsius stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like 80 degrees. Isn't that? Is that 80 degrees? Somewhere around there. I don't know. I don't know.
Math is not my strong suit. That is not it.
Yep.
I know it's still 82 right now outside here. So.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, at night it cools down quite a bit, which is nice, especially if you're fishing. If you're nighttime.
These last two, I think last night it stayed in like low 80s, high 70s.
It's not bad. It's better than 102.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like gators are just a big problem for me anyway, as far as fishing public bodies of water, because there's so many of them.
Yeah, dude.
There's some big ones too, like
that's
12.
Have you ever had a gator eat your fish?
Nope.
I see the videos on that. I'm like,
you get real good at reeling them in fast whenever you're around them. Yeah, because like, have you ever heard Matt Allen's story about his osprey coming down and getting his bait and just pulling him through the trees? I really hope that doesn't happen to me, because that would be a cool story if I got it on film though. That might go viral.
That would definitely get you. You would definitely blow up off that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know what? Maybe I should like work on my alligator lure, because I'm gonna be building an alligator lure. It's like 2 or 3 foot long. I'm gonna see if I can catch like a shark on it or whatever. But it'd be cool.
Mike, that's cool. So me and my guy are actually on Facebook Marketplace now. One of my boys, he's about sugar. He's a nut. But we're looking at like a $1,200 jumbo. Nothing crazy, a little project. Give us something to do for the winter. Because we do get the harsher winter. So does your water completely ice over or no? We've
had snow here. Never.
See, that's how I know it's not cold down there, because you just snow like it was like a wild thing.
I think the last time it snowed here, I think it was like 14 or 15 years ago. And
oh my God.
It was like that much. And we can fish the water here all year long.
All right, live's over, guys. Bye, Brandon. Oh my God.
Debo always makes fun of me with that.
I think last year we got a weird early snow in November, like 2 feet out of nowhere. Like the first snow was like 2 feet of snow. It was like that wet. It didn't melt. It melted right away, but we got like 2 feet of snow.
Oh man. See, I don't like the cold as much as I like the heat. I would go in the heat all day long. Cold, I don't like the cold as much.
I can deal with the heat. Yeah. That's why I need to get out of New York. I could take 3 showers a day. I'm okay with that. I'm all right.
Yeah. I mean, like
some rain.
The only thing I don't like about like as far as the fishing here is because I don't get to use some of those big giant, like the 10-inch Huddlestons, because there's not enough colder water to actually have them bite those kind of things, like slow moving. Because I want to experience like all levels of fishing. Like you were able to experience throwing a 10-inch Hud, reeling it this slow.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, I would like to experience all levels of fishing. Like here in the wintertime, jerk bait, crankbait, underspin, swim bait. That's about it. Glide bait sometimes. So
I'm a big finesse jig guy in the wintertime.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love the little brown jigs. Those are nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those ballhead 6 cents finesse jigs.
Yes, I actually have one somewhere around here.
The brownie. Go get you some.
Yep. I like about it has the round rubber too, which is nice.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Debo's fishing. What's up?
What's up, Debo?
What's going on, Debo? This stream is all because of you. You made us,
meet
up, and now we're streaming.
Thanks, Debo. Big shout out to you. If it wasn't for you, I would never know Brandon. Me and Brandon been talking ever since.
Yep.
We've been it up ever since. So big shout out to Debo.
Yep. And then also Debo, I'm working on the spider lure for Brandizzle. So I'll be sending that soon. There'll be a video on my channel soon. So I'll get that out to him, and I'm putting it in a clamshell. So don't worry about that. I'll get it to him.
Yep. Whoa, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Good.
We got it. So who's giving away Metanium?
Oh, hold on. I got you, Jim. Ready? One time for Basky. These are some earthy worms. Take a drink.
Oh.
One time for the one time.
I just got blocked.
There it is. I told you.
Oh man.
Here it is.
You know what? I think I have something.
Hour 20. Where'd that go?
I've got the hoodies. Got the hoodies.
Hoodies. That's it. We were supposed to go, what? We said, oh, yeah, let's jump on for 30 minutes here.
Yeah.
Turn on to Dan's here. Look at
this is awesome.
This is great.
We just got to figure out how to do the dual streaming. They're dual streaming. That way, if you figure out how to do it on both channels.
100%.
That way we get
Depot
people
or
in, all sorts of stuff.
I don't know if you guys know about that, but if you guys know how to dual stream,
that would be awesome if you could tell us.
Yeah, just DM me about that. New York City. No, I haven't been to the city yet. I'm not afraid of the city, but it just gives me anxiety. There's too much stuff going on, and I'm afraid that somebody's gonna rob me.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, Hank is in here.
We got the three
Everybody's
amigos
in here.
We got the three amigos.
Got everybody.
We were just talking about
sandwich.
They got some girthy worms and the hoodies. It does. There it is. Shout out.
Yeah.
I mean, I did want to take a second, and I do got a few people in here. Brandon, you're one of them. I truly appreciate y'all checking on me while I was hurt and down. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, y'all. That really helped me through some tough times. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Shout out to all
problem, man.
Friends, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Can't say it enough.
Here for friends,
I seriously
just gotta help each other out.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. The three bearded musketeers.
That's it. Hank's still at work.
Oh man.
Night shift.
That's crazy. Wow.
Glad we could be of some entertainment, though.
Yep. Yeah. And hopefully we taught some people some stuff about colors and baits and whatnot and edible soft plastics.
Yeah. No drink today. Yeah, he's at work, so no drink tonight.
Yeah. But video should be out about the snakehead sometime in the next month. I should be able to fish this and the spider lure. I should be able to fish all of them in one video along with the sumeragi. Should be able to just compile them all into one fishing video, kind of like what Nate does. So hopefully should be able to compile them and catch a fish on each and every single one. Snakehead, the spider, sumeragi, whatever else I make. Yeah.
My man, Michael Bradley. So I do fish some reservoirs in the Westchester area. So I do have, I think, I forgot the name of it. It's like the NY Reservoir Pass or something. So I'm allowed to fish the reservoirs over there in that Westchester area, Kensico. Somebody pulled a 9 out of Kensico this year.
Oh,
I know a couple guys. Yeah. Somebody pulled a 9 out of Kensico Reservoir. I mean, Kensico Reservoir is huge, but somebody pulled a 9 out of there this year. That's what I heard anyway. I didn't see it, but a 9 out of there. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
But you need a boat. Like, there's fishing spots, but it's like,
it's hard to get to.
It's one of those Hank spots where it's like 30 feet deep. It's like, okay, it's like 2 feet deep, 10 feet deep,
Yeah.
30, 40, 50. So it's like
Yeah.
Hank would be all right there, but me, I'm like,
That's why I got one of the dredgers by Bullshed. I got one of the custom dredgers, the
yeah.
18. I want to use that. That's like just giant crankbait. But Debo says what's working? Big stuff, man. Big stuff. That's been working for me anyway. Big stuff and deep cranks.
Mini Max. Oh, I'll show it off again.
Yeah, this kind of stuff right here. Anything that dives to like 8 feet, it's been really working for me. I got an 8 on one of the crankbaits, like the Series 4 crank, and I got a couple of 5s on these smaller, like 8-foot deep diving crankbaits. So these are the LC 2.0 by Lucky Craft. Amazing baits. So yeah.
Me, I just caught one on the Mini Max.
Oh yeah.
The
unreleased bait by 6 cents.
Unreleased bait by 6 cents to juggle.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's pretty sick. Hold on, I'll put that up. I still got him right here.
Hank says he loves the dredger. I didn't know you had one. It's pretty cool.
Sick. I still can't get enough of these things. Like I'm talking every color.
Color is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
See, that's what kills me because I don't know what color to go with. I'm like, do I get the white? Do I go?
Let's see if they have that color in the Divine Swim Bait, because I have not seen that color in the.
No, this is supposed to be an exclusive color as well. They have not.
Man. Why do they have to make the most? Why do they have to make the best colors exclusive? Why?
Right.
I mean, it's like, come on.
So this is the only thing that kept me with the 6 cent sack.
Yeah.
In January, they announced that they were going to release exclusive baits, and I was like, you know what? If I can get someone that nobody else has, then I'm okay. There's a few questions. Did you answered that one, right? How long is the snakehead swim bait?
The snakehead that I made is 12 inches, so it's a big one, 6.5 ounces. And Bassgeek says, "Have you seen the new Spro KGB swim bait?" I have. The action is almost identical to the resin one, except you can't burn it as fast, but it glides wider. So it's a more slower moving bait, in my opinion. That's where I would use it. Really, really cool bait. And at a $60 price point instead of the $120, it's a really killer. I think that'll definitely be one of the best beginner swim baits, in my opinion. That's what I'm going to tell someone who has $60. I'm going to tell them to get that because that thing is awesome. So I love the regular resin ones. Yeah. Yeah. Hugo.
Got to get one.
Yeah. Definitely get the bone color. That's
Mike. I do almost get hit by cars. So sorry. If I do get hit by a car, I bet $100 I'll go viral.
All right. You better strap your GoPro to you.
But yeah, I am. It's New York. It's New York. I mean, some of the biggest fish I caught, there's traffic right behind me.
Yep.
Like that one video, I stop traffic all the time. I've had people pull over and, hey, can I keep that fish? I'm like, no, I need him to get bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just New York.
Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, with all that traffic, here we don't have much traffic. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, which is nice.
Do you have any lakes? I was just gonna say, do you have any lakes that are anywhere near a road?
So we have I fish a lot of private places because I know people that have the lakes, and I was able to get access to them, and that's what I really like to fish. But there are some public bodies of water that really don't even get that many people, which is really great. I had one public body of water. It's 100 acres, I think. And it had three boats on it. That's it. So, and then again, you had to drive down a dirt road a long ways, but it's a really nice place. And if anybody wanted to see me watch me make this thing, it's on my YouTube channel, Fishing the Southeast. That's my channel name. You guys can see me actually make this exact bait. Yeah, Caro. Yeah, that's yeah, that's. I mean, a lot of these public, these small, little, public bodies of water. Sometimes people don't just overlook them. Almost, it's really crazy. And there's some big ones in them sometimes. I had a video a while ago that I was fishing this tiny little, not even a quarter of an acre pond, super, super tiny, and I pulled a 7-pounder out of it.
Yep.
And I mean, it's crazy. Some of these small
Nobody
little
fishing
ones.
for 'em. Yep.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah. I mean, no one thinks there's fish in there, and I'm just like,
So the
why
spot
not?
I caught my PB, before I caught my PB at it, nobody went there. I did post it on
Really?
FishBrain. And so
Bad idea.
I was so excited. And so I posted it private on FishBrain. But what everyone needs to know is if you break a lake record, it doesn't matter. It shows you as that number one catch at that lake. So because it was 8.5-pound fish, I was the number one at that lake. So if you went, all you had to do, so it was private on my page, but if you went to the lake that I went to, you could just scroll and then it said mainstream fishing 8.5. And I was
man.
so I got to delete the post, and I was like, I'm not deleting it. I pulled up 3 days later, and literally every single hole on the bank, I was just like,
oh man.
all right, looks like I'm going somewhere else. So
yeah, no more fish brain.
Yeah, no more FishBrain, not on the big ones.
Definitely.
And then I caught two 5s out of the same. I posted that video, the 2 5s in the same day.
Nice.
Crazy. But
I don't. There's that fish you lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it?
That was a giant.
I bet that hurt.
Oh my god. I hate being that guy and being like, oh, it's definitely like
it was a 10-pounder.
Because bro, even when I caught the 8.5, like, okay, granted it was on a frog, I had 50-pound braid, but I was moving him the whole time. Moving him the whole time. That fish I hooked like 2-3 weeks ago, I could not move him. Like you can see me. I was like, and I stopped, and I was like, and I know my fault. It's my fault. I did it again. I should just let him run, played him out. I know what to do now. Like the next day, I went and I caught a good fish. I caught like a 3-pounder on a jig, and I stuck him, and I just instantly started playing him. I was like, okay, learn from your mistakes. You don't have to just force him in. Let him tire himself out, and then I'll pull him up. I'm not.
Yeah, just play him a little bit, I guess.
Gotta learn. That's it. So that's when the time on the water burns you. You got to do it, but I fished the Hudson, and it's amazing.
I've never lost a fish under 10 pounds. Prove me wrong.
Facts.
Yeah, not on camera. Let's see.
Do you fish for bass in the Hudson, Michael? I've never fished the Hudson, and I used to live in. I can shout it out now. I don't live there anymore. I used to live in Nyack, so I could walk to the Hudson.
Oh wow!
And I've never fished it. I think there's bass in there because like up by us, I don't think it's like salt water. It might be on the brackish, but yeah, okay. All right.
Have you ever fished the St. Lawrence? Aren't you kind of close to the St. Lawrence or no?
Good story about that. One of my guys that works with me, he's from Syracuse, and he said he lives like 20 minutes from where the Bassmaster was.
Man,
I was like, oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I actually have. That's cool, Mike. That's not too far. I'm in Jersey now. I'm in Bergen. Okay. I'm over in Bergen County, so I'm still not.
Have you ever talked to Matthew, South Jersey fisherman?
He's like, yeah. I talked to him a little bit, but he's like 2-3 hours south. I think he's down by the shore.
Okay.
But I'm not exactly where he's at, but New Jersey's kind of weird. It's like a long little state, so it's like he's obviously south.
Yeah.
Jersey,
yeah. Yeah. He's big into the swim baits, and he has a lake there that I'm not going to tell anything about, but he says there's a lake record. There's a state record in there that he's seen, and he's going to catch it. So me and him are pretty good friends now. Yeah. I'm sending him one of my prototype glide baits that I'm releasing, the Kong series of glide baits. I'm sending him one to just test out and see, because I'm sending out a bunch of baits to like my testers, my friends that test swim baits for me, and the Kong series is going to be legit. So I'm excited.
Sick. That's sick. Imagine he does it on your bait. That
would be. Oh man, that would be awesome. Yeah. Basky, Hank, I just fish swim baits all year long. I like wake baits are my big thing. Wake baits and rats are really my big thing in the summertime, though. I really like those. So
That's sick.
really, I didn't know that. Fished in the Hudson. It's pretty cool.
That's actually really, really sick. Damn,
Yeah.
dude, I'm tight. I didn't even ever fish. It was water business. There's like a little creek.
Awesome. Man,
there's always a bunch of guys down there with like minnows throwing for strikers. That's why I was always like, I'm not going down there.
Crawlers and mainers. That's all you got to do to catch those bluegills. Yeah. So what is your goal for like, do you have a goal for amount of fish this year, or do you want you want to break your PB this year, or you just kind of winging it, just catch fish, fish, make content.
That's what I'm at, kind of thing. Just kind of, and I'm very lackadaisical on that, the content part.
Yeah.
Okay, so my 2022 goals were, and I wrote these down at the beginning of the year, work on what I'm good at, try to like get better at jig, chatter, spinnerbait, and cranking. That's what I like to think that I'm good at. Buy a kayak.
Yep.
I originally wanted a big fish, the Big Fish 120, because that bass fishing dude, 7-foot kayaker. So I was like, oh, if he can fit, I'm 6'5", I weigh 250. So I was like, oh, if he can fit, I'm good. He's 7 foot 320. I was like, oh my goodness, he's good. He's good. I'm good. But and then my second thing was simplify my tackle. So I fall in love with colors. Like even
that's my problem too. I have too many, I think. That's why I'm doing the big giveaway at 500. So if I get 500 subscribers, I'm doing a big giveaway, custom baits, regular retail baits, all sorts of stuff. Oh yeah. Those are good colors too.
Like this alone, like they're all good colors, but do I need I only need the red and one bluegill version. It's like I have three bluegill versions. Like, it's like.
But like whenever you get on one of those certain like patterns, you can really slim it down even further and get maybe a little bit of a bigger bite. Sometimes whenever you're on a pattern,
that's what always gets me good. And I'm like,
you're like, you just got to carry it all. But with bank fishing, it's kind of hard because you can only carry so much. But I'm sure, like, since you're a bigger dude, you can carry more, I'm sure, than me. So, yeah.
So, Mike, so, okay, you know what? So, Mike, I think I got to come up north a little bit. I got to come up to Hudson a little bit because I think down by me, it is brackish. It is brackish.
Definitely not simplifying your tackle. I think you're just making it a little bit more confusing.
Take it easy, Mike. Take it easy, Mike. But hey, my brother, there's still plenty of juice left in the tank. That's all that matters.
Yep.
But I got to eat some dinner.
All right then.
We said we were going to go for 30 minutes. We went for an hour and 40.
Yep.
It's been very fun.
I enjoyed it.
Jumping in.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you, Hank, Caro, Michael, Mike, Tackle Junkie. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anybody. I'm sure there's plenty of other people I'm forgetting. But
my boy Frank, Mike Vogel.
Thank you all.
Michael Bradley. And once again, too, from the bottom of my heart, all y'all that checked on me while I was hurt, I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Basky. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, till next time.
Hopefully.
We'll see y'all. Take it easy. Peace.